So you've got a whole lot of fitness equipment that needs to be taken care of and you don't want to think too much about it. Well, HnP Fitness Repair can help, and after a few steps to set you up as a customer, we'll be ready to receive your calls and dispatch a service technician on demand. In this video, we'll review 6 things: the difference between diagnostics and preventive maintenance, our standard pricing, our standard job flow, our service payment agreement, and our preventive maintenance agreement. Additionally, we'll cover our repair parts categories, something we provide to you to take the headache out of your repair decisions. Hi, my name's Sam Stevens, and I'm the Manager of Operations here at HnP Fitness, and have been with the company since 2017. Before my role with HnP, I spent more than 10 years managing and operating a large community fitness center with more than 100 pieces of equipment and about 5,000 members. I ran a gym like what you see here, so I've experienced the challenges you face firsthand. Finally, I realize this video is a bit long, but everyone hates fine print, so we're trying to make this as simple as possible for you in a video format, so please stick around till the end. So what is preventive maintenance, diagnostics, and what do we do for preventive maintenance, or PM? Preventive maintenance is maintenance that is regularly performed on a piece of equipment to bring it up to the best condition possible and lessen the likelihood of it failing. It is performed while the equipment is still working so that it does not break down unexpectedly or due to something that was avoidable. Routine PM service doesn't cost money, it saves money by protecting your investment and protecting your business from liability. Generally, PM tasks include inspecting, lubricating, tensioning, aligning, vacuuming, tightening, diagnosing, and correcting. Now, these aren't all PM tasks, and they can vary based on the type of equipment. For a complete list, head over to hnp.com/equipment. The link can be found in the description below. In short, a PM service brings your machines to the best condition possible without replacing any parts. Diagnostics is the identification of the nature and cause of a certain failure. However, not all diagnostics are the same. We diagnose not only the symptoms your machines are presenting, we also determine the root cause of your machine's issues to cure the cause, not just the symptom. What's the difference between a PM and diagnostics? Let's say you call us out to diagnose a machine that speeds up on its own. Our tech is going to come out and diagnose the problem, but will always perform preventive maintenance as well. We believe that every machine can benefit from this PM service, and it is our responsibility to do everything in our power to bring that machine to the best condition possible as part of our standard service call. Do keep in mind, depending on the nature of the malfunction, we may not be able to complete all PM tasks during the diagnostic call. For example, if a treadmill's drive motor has failed, it would be unsafe for your tech to lube the walking belt and deck. Naturally, this step will be completed when we return to replace the failed drive motor. Conversely, when you have us out to perform a regularly scheduled PM, our tech will perform all those checks, but also be diagnosing any known or unknown problems that your machines may be presenting. In summary, you can rest assured that anytime we come to diagnose a problem on a machine, we'll PM it to the extent the machine allows. And anytime we come to perform a PM service on a machine, we'll diagnose it. It is all part of the comprehensive service we provide from start to finish. Let's talk about standard pricing. In general, pricing will fall into the following categories. However, at times, certain machines, jobs, and/or repairs may cost more or less than our standard pricing, but you'll always know how much first. Okay, so how much? Diagnostics and preventive maintenance are priced at $165 for the first machine and $60 for each machine thereafter. For example, one machine would cost $165, 2 machines would be $225, 3 would be $285, and so on. We do offer large volume discounts, which will be discussed toward the end of this video. Repairs are priced at $165 plus parts and shipping for the first machine and $90 plus parts and shipping for each machine thereafter. Flat rates equals exact price quote, so you'll never be hit with surprise charges that everybody hates. Now that we've covered pricing, let's review job flow. Let's say we come out to diagnose your machine and the problem was repaired. Now what? The job is complete and you will receive a copy of the work order with the text completion notes and an invoice. More on the invoice later. Let's say we come to diagnose the machine and it's going to need parts. Now what? You'll still receive a copy of the work order and an invoice, but you'll also receive a follow-up quote, which will include the entire cost to repair the machine. Considering quotes can get quite detailed, the quote will be categorized to make it easier to understand and decide what to do based on your needs. What do I mean when I say the quote will be categorized? Well, some providers tell you only what you really need to fix your machine, and they gloss over the rest of it, while other providers tell you every single thing wrong with your machine, but leave you wondering if it's all really necessary. Huff and Puff, on the other hand, does both. We consider it our duty to inform you of every discrepancy, but realize that can be overwhelming. To assist you in making the best decision for your current situation, we go one step further to categorize each of those parts based on their level of urgency, taking all the guesswork out of your repair quotes. Those three categories are essential, recommended, and non-essential. Curious about the criteria for these categories? Check out the link in the description below. This empowers you as the manager to best decide which parts to choose based on your facility's needs. As mentioned before, we'll follow up with the quote after your PM and diagnostic service. The quote will list all parts needed, categorized by level of needed urgency. If there are items that you're choosing not to repair, let us know and we'll remove them from the quote and then resend to you for your final approval. Now, I've mentioned invoices a couple of times, so let's talk about how that works. HnP offers net 30 payment terms to qualified applicants with our credit card-backed service payment agreement, or SPA. Though a credit card is required, it is for backup only and we prefer checks. By avoiding credit cards, we're able to keep costs down for both of us. Once this is set up, you can call in anytime for a quick dispatch. Here are some key points about the payment agreement. Pay within the agreed upon 30 days, and everything is good to go. Nothing else is needed. If payment isn't received within 30 days of invoice date, a 10% late fee is applied. If payment still isn't received after 45 days of invoice date, the credit card on file will be charged to bring your account current again so we can continue to provide service. Once you complete this process, you will receive a copy of both executed documents along with a copy of our Certificate of Insurance, NW9. If your facility has additionally insured requirements, please let your coordinator know and we'll be happy to provide that to you as well. Finally, please note the credit card is for backup purposes only in cases of non-payment. We will not automatically charge the card unless an invoice goes unpaid for 45 days. What about volume discounts and a preventive maintenance agreement? If you've got 10 or more pieces of equipment, we'll be able to provide a rate that is better than our standard pricing. All we'll need to quote that is total quantities of treadmills, ellipticals, bikes, strength pieces, steppers, rowers, and any other specialty pieces. Finally, if you'd like service more than once per year and would like to lock in your rates, we can enter into a preventive maintenance agreement. The Preventive Maintenance Agreement, or PMA, is merely an agreement of price for the year. It is not a contract and doesn't obligate you to anything. It just obligates us to lock in your rates. If this is something you're interested in, make sure to mention it to the coordinator you're working with. All right, in this introduction video, we've reviewed the definition of diagnostics and preventive maintenance, our standard pricing, standard job flow, our service payment agreement, and our preventive maintenance agreement. Now that you understand how we work and the steps necessary to get you set up as a customer, you should be ready to go. See you soon, and we look forward to working together.